Hey guys, and what is up? Shadolance back for another review. Today I'm going to be doing the Barron's M416 CQB as part of my week of epics review. Now, I didn't get to mention one thing in my Banshees review, which is already out. It definitely should be released in the same order that I'm recording these this time. I do want to release them in the same order. So I will be talking about these in chronological order because I'm actually recording all the audio, or at least most of the audio, in one night. So I'm doing these back to back to back. So my voice is probably going to die as I go. I have to drink a lot of Pepsi and make myself feel better. Anyway, I have to apologize for the solely oil rig gameplay. I'm not very good with M416 variants. I know that sounds kind of strange considering it's one of the most noob guns in the game, and I actually agree with that. They are pretty noobish weapons. They have very little recoil, but that doesn't mean they're not good. I mean, a noob weapon, all that means is that new players to the game are able to adapt to the weapon easily. That doesn't mean that professional players can't use it either. I mean, it is still a good weapon, and that's part of the reason noobs are able to adapt to it so easily. So, I mean, while it's a noob weapon, it's not saying other people can't use it. So, that's my philosophy behind it. I know I've stated that before in other reviews. I did my whole gameplay commentary on that before a few months ago, so go back and watch that if you want to. Just watch my gameplays, and you'll see it eventually. I mean, I have like at least 15 of them out there, so you guys should be able to go watch those. This is an epic weapon. It is renewable. It is not one of the demonic weapons, so it is renewable. This was one of the very first epic weapons that was released. The first one being the Maze MP7 mod, and then they released the Scorpions, the Vipers, and the... oh god, there was one more. The Scorpion, the Vipers, and there was one other similar one like that got released. There was another SMG that all got released at the same time, and the Barron's was released the next week. They eventually released the revised Barron's M416 CQB with it. It has, I'm pretty sure, the same stats, just a couple of minor differences involving stat reloading, recoil type, pattern rather, the type of recoil, how much recoil, reload speed, draw speed, just a couple of minor differences like that, but the performance is overall so similar. If you have one, you might as well have the other. I will be renewing the revised just because I think it looks cooler. I'm not going to renew the regular Barron's, so I will be able to use the revised from now on. I've decided I will be renewing that. I'm not going to compare the Barron's M416 CQB to the revised in this review. I will do that in the revised review after I've released both weapons because I feel like I'll be spoiling the rest because I'm putting this out earlier than the revised. The revised will be the one that comes out after this review. It will come out next in the chronological order, so you guys only have to wait like a day or two for the next one to come out if you're watching this. So I'm going to hop into the review now. Sorry for giving you guys such a massive intro here. Gonna hop in with the stats first. This weapon has a damage of 42, a portability of 70, rate of fire of 74, accuracy of 80, and recoil of 63. Now, it was known previously that the regular M416, which is the GP model that you can get at a very low rank, actually, when customized, had the highest damage of any M416 model that was not an epic model or a rare model. It had higher damage than the actual, NX model, which was kind of strange. Or if you want to include the M416 in there also, it had the highest damage of all of them when customized at a damage of 41. This weapon has a damage of 42. It's higher. On top of that, the portability being 70, that is very high portability for an assault rifle. Most of them are in the mid-60s. So that's pretty good. The rate of fire is also 74, putting it about 4 to 5 points higher than the average assault rifle. So that's also very useful. Accuracy of 80 means that it can be both sprayed and tap fired at long ranges relatively accurately. So that's why this gun is very, very useful. The recoil is only 63, which is incredibly low on an assault rifle, on top of the fact that with the iTech scope built into the weapon, you are able to maximize, or rather, minimize the recoil. So I was about to say maximize the minimal recoil, and that doesn't make a lot of sense now, does it? But anyway, this gun is fully automatic. It does not have a burst mode. You can equip a magazine and a suppressor to it. It already has the built-in iTech scope, cannot be renewed. You can get this out of the Mega Mist crate that got released over Black Friday, I do believe, and you can also get it out of the Mist Gulf. In all honesty, the revised and the regular Barron's are basically the same weapon. I can't notice any major differences that are game-breaking necessarily, besides the ones that I mentioned earlier. The skin is obviously different. I think the revised looks cooler, but if you're going to play competitively, obviously the revised is going to make you stick out a little bit more. So this one's obviously going to give you the competitive edge over that. So if you're a competitive player, I don't know too many competitions that will actually allow you to use epics, so I'm not sure whether this would even be useful. But on a competitive edge, the Barron's M416 CQB regular is going to give you more camouflage. Though I actually noticed a lot of people that use the revised, it's incredibly easy to spot them at long ranges, especially on maps like Kill Creek, where even the slightest little movement can show you exactly where a person is. So it just depends on what you guys say. I'm still renewing the revised because I think it just looks cooler, and I don't really care if people see me or not. If they shoot at me and they miss, I'm going to kill them anyway. So that's my philosophy, and I'm going to go with that. This is actually one of the most popular epics ever released. That is not one of the demonic series. It's one of the most coveted weapons in the game by many players, pro and noob alike. Believe it or not, I'm actually not reading this off of the wiki. I'm actually just saying it as I go, so I can take credit for it this time. This weapon both surpasses the okay, now I am reading off the wiki. The weapon surpasses both the M4A1 sob mod and the M416 CQB camo with both power and portability, with the highest of any assault rifle. At the time this wiki was written, that's no longer true. It is one of the best variants in the family, in my opinion. The CQB camo is also excellent. I do believe it can be customized, but don't quote me on that. I've only had the gun once, and it was on an alt account for 1 day, so I don't exactly remember. But I do believe it can be customized, but don't quote me on that. Let's see. Yes, okay, so the M416 CQB camo can surpass the Baron's M416 CQB because it can be fully customized. I just read that, so yes, it can be customized, assuming the wiki's right, which actually a lot of the times it isn't, but I'm pretty sure that due to my memory and the wiki also saying the same thing, I think that might actually be true. I'm pretty sure you can customize the camo. But I still prefer the revised just because I like the way it looks. So, I mean, for me, just stupid stuff like that matters because I'm a stupid person. So, I mean, yeah. I really have to appreciate all the support I've gotten from you guys recently. I recently broke 550 subs. I actually logged on in the morning, had 547, and then came back at night and I had 552. So that's absolutely awesome. And I know I'm probably releasing this review quite a bit longer, quite a bit of ways after that point in time. Actually, I might be past 570 by the time this comes out, because I'm probably going to upload this about a week and a half after I actually do the audio recording. I actually did the video recording about 3 days before I even did the audio, so it's just kind of outdated. My weapons are obviously going to have quite a bit more time chunked off them now. Now, a lot of people are going to look at me and say, "Oh, I'm so jealous." But I didn't pay for these weapons, guys. Sniff bought these for me. I have to give him major props for getting these for me. Big shout out to him. I really can't give him a big enough shout out. He doesn't want me to call it a birthday present because he doesn't like the idea of celebrating birthdays, and I can understand that. Some people don't like that, so I'm going to respect that opinion. But he gave me this as a gift around the time of my birthday, so I am going to mention that. It was like $102 for all 15 of the cases he gave me, so I have to thank him major time for that. I don't know where he gets the money to fund that kind of stuff, because I guarantee you he doesn't have the job I do. So either way, I'm really thankful, Sniff, for what you've given me. I would try to find any way I could get you back. Something special that's not just NX. Like, I'd like to get you something special if I could, just to say thank you. I've been thinking all day about stuff I could do, and I'm just out of ideas. So if any of you YouTubers have any good ideas for things I could do to help pay him back, I would really appreciate it. Now, I know I'm kind of cheating there, asking for ways to pay someone back, but I don't want it to just be something NX, because he's got so much of that already. I want to give him something special. Like, even just outside of a birthday present, I want to give him something that he'll, like, really, really appreciate. So if you guys can help me think of something like that, like maybe throw something in his honor, that would be awesome. Or maybe I'll dedicate a good event to him and invite him to it. That would be really cool. Just something that he might have fun with. He's a really laid-back, cool guy, and I really appreciate that. So, I know I'm kind of just rambling on here at the end of this review. I'm kind of done talking about the gun. It's an absolutely fantastic weapon. It's basically the same as the revised, so if you get either of them, I might as well be talking about the same gun here. There's so few differences. I'll mention the minor differences in the revised review. But as far as this weapon is concerned, it is an excellent weapon. If you guys get it, it's up to you whether you want to renew it or not. Just due to my typical gameplay style, I normally wouldn't renew it, but I actually like the revised a little bit just for what it is, so I'm going to renew it, even if I don't use it very much. But thank you guys for watching this review. Please rate, comment, subscribe. Get your friends to rate, comment, subscribe, and check out my NX giveaway. That's going to be ending sometime around Christmas, either on Christmas or the day after Christmas. But New Year's Eve will be the Christmas Eve will be the last day to enter that. So please, please get into that now. I'd like to top 300 people. But thank you for watching. Rate, comment, subscribe. We'll see each other in the next video, I am sure. Shadolance out.
You know what? Given the intelligence of the people who watch this show, this is probably a good thing to teach. Because my guess is when they're not trying to operate heavy machinery with their butt cheeks, they're probably trying to do something stupid like this. I mean, what else could you possibly teach that would be as stupid as that?
Even you can learn something from a sloth.
Fuck this show!